Dude, this is it. It's the boss fight. No. This is it. This is it. No, I only have 1 life left. No, 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 no. Bro, we have to do this. Come on. Come on. We got to get lucky. There's a helicopter. There's a helicopter. So for the last couple of weeks, I've been on an adventure to try to beat Dead Ops Arcade for the first time. In the past, I never really played the mode. I did make a couple of videos a while back revisiting the mode. I played Dead Ops 1, 2, and 3, but I never really took it serious, and honestly, I was really bad at it, so I didn't even get that far. I do remember playing this mode with my cousin back in the day on the 360, and I remember not really liking it that much. I would always just prefer playing the normal zombies mode instead, so I decided to just sit down and actually grind the mode until we can take down Cosmic Silverback. Honestly, I didn't even know that there was a real boss fight until I streamed my attempts and chat was telling me there was. Originally, my goal was to get to round 50, but I figured going for the boss fight would just be a better goal anyway. For the first couple of days, I was just playing, trying to get comfortable with the maps, power-ups, and just the mode in general, as it is very different from the normal zombies mode I'm used to playing. And early on, I realized that one of the biggest problems I was having was I was using too many of my power-ups. I noticed that once I would get to about round 28-ish, somewhere around there, I would start to mess up a lot. Luckily, I was pretty consistent at getting to that point, so I knew that if I just practiced, I would eventually get the hang of it. Oh, and by the way, I didn't really want to do much research on any strategies or anything like that, since it's not every day there's a new zombies experience. I feel like I wanted to organically tackle this mode. It sort of took me back to the days when I was learning Kino or 5, so I just wanted to beat it my own way. Honestly, this mode grew on me pretty fast. I liked the challenge of maintaining the score multiplier. At first, I didn't really understand why it was so important to do that. I wouldn't even go for the loot most of the time. I'd really only pick up weapons or vehicles. But dude, you have to pick up pretty much everything. Except for the damn flamethrower. That thing sucks. I like it in normal zombies, but I was not a fan of it at all, dude. The smoke that appears whenever you use it is absolutely terrible. It felt like I was just kicking myself in the shin by picking it up, especially compared to the other weapons, and I would try to avoid it most of the time, unless I would accidentally pick it up. And it's even worse with the chicken. If you have chickens, dude, the whole screen is just black. I mean, it's kind of cool, I get it. And if you think about it, the way you use the flamethrower in Dead Ops is way different than how you use it in normal zombies, because in normal zombies, you don't really spam it, because, like, obviously you have to let it cool down and everything. Meanwhile, in Dead Ops, you just go ham with it, but it is weird. I don't know, the smoke is annoying. Anyway, I digress. Sorry for the sudden flamethrower hate, but it must be said, dude. It must be said. Luckily, all the other weapons are pretty solid, and the defensive items you get are also pretty sick. The electric metal balls are pretty awesome, and the chicken is clutch. I think the only item that kind of screwed me over sometimes was just the bear. I mean, I see what they were thinking. Like, I see the vision. However, in-game, it didn't really... I don't know. I guess it's only good if you stand still. I think that's what you're supposed to do. But it's kind of hard to stand still when there's hundreds of zombies just flooding in. In a mode like that, it's hard not to move, especially when if you die in one hit. I think it's just when you try to run that it's kind of wonky. Sometimes I would try to run around zombies while they were kind of running away from me, so I would run into them sometimes. That kind of sucked. I would always lose lives, but I'm telling you, the bear is cool. The items, they're pretty creative, I gotta say. I was also a pretty big fan of the arenas you go through. By the way, when we were talking about this, like if this game mode is new or something, I'm like explaining everything, but it's all new to me, so bear with me. The arenas are pretty sick though, and by the way, it's fascinating how Dead Ops had swimming before traditional zombies. Dude, you can swim in the first arena, isn't that crazy? And I'm over here thinking that Zetsubo no Shima was the first time you could swim in zombies. What is this? But yeah, the arenas are pretty unique though. It starts off with some pretty basic rooms that have like some fountains, maybe a statue in the middle. Then you get to one of my favorites, the Stampede Arena. I don't know the official name of this arena. I'm just going to call it the Stampede one because it does have the Stampede bonus round. But whoever thought of this one is a goat, dude. It's also pretty fun because there's so much going on here that you don't even know what's happening. Like, it's just so hectic. You got the bulls running, the zombies flying in the air, sometimes the chicken if you got it, zombies trying to get you. Then you have the Tesla coil things. I just like how it's super chaotic. And I won't lie, I would always lose a couple of lives here, but it's just so much fun, dude. Unfortunately, though, all fun must come to an end. And the arena that comes after the bull one was absolute hell. This building arena is brutal. This is where we would get introduced to the engineers, and this is the point where I would always lose a ton of lives. The parts of the map are cut up in a way that it feels almost claustrophobic, and I would get overwhelmed so often. I will admit, once I played a lot more, it did get easier, but when I first started playing, this was awful. I'd always try my best to save all my lives just for this part, because I knew I was bound to lose a bunch. Fortunately, after this arena, it got pretty simple again, and I knew that I just needed to play as safe as I could, and if luck was on my side, I would sometimes even get a bonus room or an armory. I would just try my best to get my score multiplier up so I could rack up lives, and just try to save as many power-ups as I could. Oh, and I forgot to mention this, but those engineer rounds are pretty fun as well. It's kind of crazy how many there are on the map. It seems so overwhelming, but if you just play your cards right, they're not that difficult to take down, especially because they walk pretty slow at the beginning before they charge you. But it just, the amount that there are on the screen makes it seem like it's so difficult, but it's pretty fun, I'm not gonna lie. Up until now though, I would really only struggle with one arena, and the rest were pretty fun after that. Shout out to Fish in the Barrel, this one was also really cool. It's also pretty crazy just how many things happen on this one as well. You got the barrels, the zombies, the coils, everything. I'm honestly a fan of the chaos. I think that's what it is, fellas. I think I'm just... that sounds kind of weird, but there's just so much going on that... it's just fun. I don't know, dude. And by the way, speaking of all the arenas, let me know down below in the comments what your favorite one is. Do you guys like Fish in a Barrel? Do you like the bull one? Do you guys like the later ones? I feel like they get pretty creative with the actual areas as well. Like the actual background and stuff. It's honestly pretty awesome. And I do like the idea of kind of going through maps instead of just playing one map. I didn't really think about it until I started playing more Dead Ops, but it is just so weird coming from normal zombies to Dead Ops because you're so used to just playing one map the entire time instead of it flipping. Imagine if normal zombies worked like that. Imagine if once you get to a certain round, you just teleport to another map and just go down the list. Bro, they should do that. Yo, imagine like a side game mode or something where, well, it's kind of like Outbreak, I guess you could say. Outbreak kind of does that a little bit. Never mind. I don't know, but imagine if like you start with Kino, and then you get to round 10, you go to 5, and then after another 10 rounds, you go to Ascension, and then on and on and on. I think that would be kind of cool. I don't know, dude. Treyarch, hire me, dude. I got you with ideas. Anyway, this arena here, I call it the Summit Arena, because it has like that gondola thing in the corner. This one's tough, though. The zombies at this point are also pretty strong, so it's sometimes hard to not use power-ups, especially depending on what fortune you get. I'll talk about that a little bit later on. Fortune, is that what you call it? Like the little boost you get? I'll talk about that a little bit later on. But the dumbest part about this part was the dog round, bro. The dogs are brutal. Not only are they super fast, but there's just so many of them, it's hard not to take damage from them. Plus, I guess you don't really regen health in this. This is what I learned, you don't regen health, as you just die in one hit. I thought that potentially you would regen if a dog hits you, because it does take a couple hits for the dogs to take you out. Sometimes I would get hit, and then I would run off. You know, a couple minutes later, I would get hit again, and then I would die. So it was just kind of weird to me. It always threw me off. Just because I always thought you could regen. I guess you can't, though. This definitely was a wake-up call, I guess you could say. I don't know what I'm talking about at this point. But anyway, I would just get wrecked way more than I expected. So this whole round was horrible. It was just a massacre most of the time. And I don't think I've ever gone through this round without losing at least one life. This would pretty much cripple my run 90% of the time. Unless I would get stupid lucky, towards these rounds, I would just slowly lose lives. And since it's pretty late in the rounds, I found it pretty hard to re-up on lives. That was until I got a God game. By the way, I did stream some of my attempts on Twitch, and luckily, I was able to get this game on stream with you guys, so shout out to everybody that was there, and shout out to everybody that's followed, dude. You guys are awesome. So at this point, I had now lost a ton of my games to the dog round, so I knew that I needed to conserve as many lives and as many power-ups as I possibly could for the dog rounds. Specifically for that, I knew that if I could just get past those dog rounds with at least 4, maybe 5 lives if I was lucky, I'd be good. Like I said earlier, I haven't really talked much about the Room of Fate, and that's because I wasn't too worried about it. I felt like it really didn't matter which fate I got. Like, I just kind of took each game as practice, so I just kind of went with whatever. Apparently, there is a way to tell which fate is which side, though. It depends on which arrows spawn first, I guess. You'll notice that it always goes in order. Like, one arrow spawns and then the other. They don't all spawn at once. So you kind of can tell which fate is which based on the arrow spawn. I don't know though. I think it also depends on the FOV you have, because on PC you can increase the FOV. Yeah, I didn't really worry about the fate too much. I would always get the death machine and the chicken. Those were those were the ones I would always get. I want to say I got the Furious Feet one maybe once or twice, but I would always like getting the death machine or the chicken because those would shred the dogs. Every time I would get far, I realized that I either had death machine or the chicken. So I would always try to go for those, but I don't know, I didn't really care about it too much. And I was definitely not consistent enough for me to restart for a specific fate, which is why, again, I just kind of went with whatever. Apparently the Furious Feet one is super good though. I can definitely see why, because the zombies are super fast later on. But again, I just like more firepower, I guess. That's really it at the end of the day. This game though, I did get the power of friendship. Shout out to the chicken, dude. That's like my buddy, bro. Shout out to the chicken. Chickens are honestly pretty chill IRL too. But yeah, this game mode is actually pretty fun. I was pretty happy just kind of playing it every now and then. Again, I didn't take it serious at all. And by the way, I do have the timer on. I honestly, you guys have probably noticed this by now, but I have the timer on for everything. I could literally just be watching a video and I'll have the timer on or something. I just have it on for no reason. I don't even know if this is a good time. I'll probably check ZWR just to see if maybe, I don't know, I get like some kind of speed. I doubt it though. There's no way. I would always take my time with things, and especially because I streamed it. I just kind of was messing around most of the time, if I'm being honest.
It goes from this, never cashed and then 20 years later,
King Kong 2005. For unfortunately,
oh, look at them, they're
King Kong are at odds as King Kong travels to the mainland.
This looks so much more goofy fast.
Also, did you know that the price of yak hair that made up the hair?
Like, we were just talking about some random stuff. We're watching some Godzilla stuff. We're watching King Kong. I don't know, man. I think that's what powered me up, dude. The Godzilla and King Kong talk. We watched like all the trailers. I think if you watch that, it kind of like powers you up, I guess you could say. I felt like we could tackle anything at that point. One major thing that I started learning as I was playing was that the zombies don't spawn everywhere. I always thought that they would spawn from every single spawn, but it seems like they only spawn from 2 sides of the map. And that's pretty good to know, especially if you take a look at the Teslas around the map. You could really position the spawns so that they run into the Teslas, and it can kind of protect you. It's really cool, but I started kind of doing that a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, most of the time I would try, but it would just get too chaotic, or the spawns would swap, which is also kind of dangerous. That also happened to me a ton of times. I would walk past one of the spawns, and then I didn't realize that the spawns were flipping, so that I would just get immediately wrecked because the zombies are right there. And this was by far one of the best dog rounds I have ever had. I did sacrifice a ton of my power-ups though, but it was worth it. I knew that it was still possible if I just had lives. Honestly, sometimes even taking a tactical death would be pretty good. So, you know, as long as I could just get past these stupid dogs, I was happy with it. And this arena is pretty cool too. It's really only the dogs that bother you. The zombies are pretty easy to manage. Again, Teslas will help you. You know, the drops are pretty awesome sometimes unless you're super unlucky. Either way, round 36 was now over. It was now time for the last arena. I honestly only seen this arena maybe once or twice, so I didn't realize that this was it. This was the final stretch.
boss round, boss round, boss round. There. Where are you at? Where 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 you at? I got speed. I got speed. I got speed. Oh my god, I thought he died. I thought he died. I thought he died. Wait, there's zombies? No. No, there's zombies. Dude, no. I thought it was a 1v1 situation. No, don't get the flamethrower. I don't want the flamethrower. He's doing something. Bro's got backup. Oh my god. Oh my god, how did I not pull off the speed right there? How many times, dude? How many times are you gonna fly up in the damn sky? No, please. No! No! I'm stuck. What the hell is that? No, dude. I love how I just didn't get like any... There's a helicopter! There's a helicopter! Yes, I killed him. I killed him. I killed him. I just gotta survive, and that's the hard part. Is it over? Is it over? Is it over? Wait, I think we did it. Yes, we did it. Holy crap, we actually killed Cosmic Silverback. Bro, that was so intense. I didn't think there was gonna be zombies. I literally have 0 everything. Bro, we did it. No way. No way. I almost choked the hell out of that. Dude. All right, let's step on the teleporter, I guess. I don't know what happens. Oh, that's it? That's literally it. Let's go. Or was he? Yes. That's it. We won. Now we just go back. Hold on. So what happens? I probably shouldn't stop the timer, but it's okay. It doesn't matter. That was the goal. What happens now? Are the zombies just really strong now? Oh my goodness, they are. Wait, we do literally just continue. This isn't a new beginning. We have 0 lives. Well, now we have 1 because I just got 1, but we have 0 out of 0. Wow, so it just restarts. So after this, it's technically 41, I'm assuming? Oh shoot, this is kind of intense. Now I see why the fast boots is really good. Because these zombies are fast. God bless America. I want to beat this 1 round so that I can just see what it looks like after. But I'm assuming it's going to be 41 or maybe just 1. We still got our buddy Chicken. It's funny that I beat it with the chicken too. Because kind of, you know, the story and everything. I'm dead. Never mind. Never mind. You know, the story, the chicken. Shout out to the chicken for helping me out with this. Oh, the water slows you down significantly. Let's go, man. You know how long I spent trying to beat this damn mode? 700 hours, literally. And now we finally did it after so damn long. Shout out to Twitch chat. You guys gave me the energy to do this. Oh, no. I pressed the wrong button. Bruh. I thought I pressed the nuke button. I pressed the other side. Son of a brother. Well, there we go. We did it. We barely did it too, man. What? I had 0 everything. Bye-bye. There we go. Okay, so it was round 41. Wow. It does just continue. It's an endless cycle of killing zombies. Wow, dude.
As you can tell by my reaction, I didn't even know that the boss fight was happening when it did. I thought it was just going to be like a 1v1 situation where I would fight the Cosmic Silverback, but it was pretty awesome. Like, I cannot believe that I actually did it. I did it. I beat Dead Ops. It was super awesome. Shout out to everybody that was in the Twitch chat as well. Again, it was pretty fun. The whole stream was super wild. But yeah, hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys want to see more Dead Ops Arcade, definitely hit the like button. Subscribe if you guys are new. Also, let me know down below in the comments what your highest round is on Dead Ops. Is it 100? It is pretty cool that you can just continue, just like a normal zombies. You can go pretty high in the rounds. And it's also interesting that every time you get to the boss fight again, it just adds more Cosmic Silverbacks. But yeah, I don't know. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Have a good one, fellas. I just cannot imagine fighting multiple Cosmic Silverbacks. That sounds horrible. But yeah, anyway, I'll catch y'all later, fellas. Have a good one. Peace out, man. Peace, 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 peace. Peace out.
I do want to give a massive shout out to all of the Twitch subscribers, YouTube members, and Discord boosters. I appreciate all the support from you guys. You guys are absolutely amazing. So shout out to Plazethi, the Zombie Guru, Dutch Terminator 7, Joff_EasyBots, the Big J6, Taters1, Chucky Cheeses, the Scrub Lords, Red, Ash, Nut King Called, Minolta, Muscle, Creek, Abdul Rahman, Manu, Smash, Uncle Nikolai, Abdul Rahman, Arno, and Jake Snussbuster. And if you guys are interested in supporting the channel even further, definitely check the links down below in the description. So thank you guys so much. You guys are absolute legends.